Hi there, my name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where I take a look at the lectionary text, tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree, or the garage, or the kids' room, or the junk drawer, and today, even the kitchen. I know, amazing. I'm so glad you're here. And thank you so much for your partnership in the ministry, and thank you for taking a little bit of your time this week and spending it with me. I truly appreciate it, and thank you for the love that you're showing your kids and your parents and your congregations. You are rocking it. They forget sometimes to tell you that, so let me be the one to remind you. All right, this is for the Revised Common Lectionary, and we're looking at the Gospel lesson, which is Matthew 5:13-20. Have it written down right here. And we are talking about light and salt, and we are actually going to be talking about you and y'all. Yeah, that difference in the text when there's references to you as singular, but then there's that you all. And it's important here because here, you are light. It's not just talking about you and you and you and you. It is talking about all of us, but it's talking about all of us as y'all. So, I am using an item from the kitchen. You can get it at the Dollar Tree as well. They have them in their kitchen area. But I'm pulling two things up here because I'm going to be using my phone, which I can't find at the Dollar Tree, by the way, but a phone or a flashlight, something that gives light. Yes. And a strainer. Oh, sorry, I strained my voice. Anyway, terrible dad joke, or terrible joke. Could be a terrible mom joke. If you're a mom, and terrible person joke. It's just a terrible joke. I'm straining my voice. Anyway, so a strainer. A strainer, and the idea, you don't even need if you can't find a strainer, or you don't want to search for a strainer, or you're like, I'm not using a strainer, the other option that you could do is you could take a piece of cardboard paper and poke holes in it. And one possible way is, if you wanted to, you could actually poke holes in the shape of a cross. That's a possibility, because when you shine the light through the strainer, which is what we're going to be doing, shining the light through the strainer, and you can't. Here, let's see. I'm going to use Dan Erlander's book, Baptized We Live. If you haven't read the book, read it. Baptized We Live. Anyway, sometimes I'll do something like that, as you've been privy to, that I'm like, how am I going to do this? Anyway, the idea is, you've got the strainer, and you've got the light, and you shine here. There you go. I'm going to use my face as the palette of the artistic palette. Anyway, so you see that? Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. But you can shine on a piece of paper. You can shine it on the floor. But the idea is, so you've got this light. So I'm going to take this light. Sorry, I don't mean to shine it right in your face. I've got this light, and I am going to take this light, and I'm going to divide it. I'm going to make it into smaller pieces of light. And I shine this on here. But you know what? Even though this is shining through the strainer, and I've got all those little, a flashback to a former president, 1,000 points of light, you've got all these lights. They come from the one source. They come from Christ. They come from God. They actually come from my iPhone. But the idea that when we are called to be light, we are not called to be individual lights. We are called to be light y'all. That's that we are called together. And I love that. And that's very important. I think it's crucial to the message that as we are called to be light to the world, this is not an individual salvation. This is not an individual faith. This is a faith that we do together in community. In baptism, we had made promises to the baptized as water is poured over their head. And it's not that individual, it's the entire church. As we say, we make these promises to walk with you and to be with you in this faith. That important, that you and you all, this is you all. You all are loved. You all are the light. You all are the salt. That to even in a prism that separates the colors, that that core, it's like it separates, but it's still that those belong to each other. Those are ways of seeing different facets of the light, but it's still the same light that we are called together and are part of, because you all are loved. You all have the grace of God. You all are the light, which is Christ, that calls and loves you and holds you firm. So that's the springboard. It's a strainer, because what's weird is I hold this up and I can see all of you, but this blocks it. But we are light, and thanks be to God that I am called to ministry with you all. Yeah, I need you, and I'm thankful that you're doing the work you're doing out there. All right? That's the springboard. I hope it can be useful and helpful. All right. May your day be full of joy, and may you be gentle on yourself, and may you experience kindness from a stranger. Yeah. Peace. We'll see you next week.